inevitably and severely undermine the liberal order we built. We would then inevitably and severely undermine the liberal order we built after World War II. Other powers, with a stronger strategy and ambition, will then fill the void we would leave empty. Other powers will not hesitate 1 second to advocate their own model to shape the 21st century world order. Personally, if you ask me, I do not share the fascination for new strong powers, the abandonment of freedom, and the illusion of nationalism. Therefore, distinguished members of the Congress, let us put them aside, write our own history, and birth the future we want. We have to shape our common answers to the global threats that we are facing. The only option then is to strengthen our cooperation. We can build the 21st century world order.
You've tuned into Stranger Than Fiction News, broadcasting live from the dark side of the planet. The entire speech was based on the premise of a new world order, liberal world order. What a celebration it was in Washington, D.C., and there were many shocking moments, including this one, right here where the French president is actually giving the devil hand signs and making everybody hold his hand while he does it. That's a new one. I mean, he's basically forcing everybody to hold the face of the devil in these devil hand signs here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into the shocking analysis of the speech and the ramifications thereof. I think people knew exactly what was going on. Basically, the moment of the inauguration over there in France. You probably remember this scene in front of the pyramid of the Louvre, and it was very reminiscent to things that we've seen before. Very cryptic. I want you to notice the little horns that looks like he's got going on the bottom right there on his head. I think we've got a zoomed in version of this. Now, of course, there's a slight accentuation of the red spectrum in these videos here, but it seemed rather telling, to say the least. If we can bring this up. Is it just us, or can you see the little horns here coming out of the forehead? This is some of the stuff that we look for. Now, it seems like in this speech that they gave him some makeup so that you can't really see the horns as well. Let's see if we can point that out for you. Right about there. Now, if we actually change the spectrum of this video, the impossible becomes real, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can bring this out here. Let's first go into the blue spectrum. Can you see it a little bit more? Hold on. He's got to be looking at you. There, you can kind of see it a little bit. It almost looks like the devil incarnate. That's what it looks like. We're not saying that this is the case. I mean, most people give their inaugurations in front of a giant red pyramid and then address the Congress talking about a liberal new world order. And then when they're at the White House, they're giving the devil hand signs to everybody. And it seemed like Trump was trying to pull away, and then he got forced into it. He couldn't just yank his hand there. But it doesn't seem like this was premeditated. If we can show you the full clip. So this is where they begin. Okay, and looks like, what's going on? And then, oh shit, he just gave the devil hand signs. And he's trying to pull away, and it's back. I mean, I hope you saw the pictures. I hope everybody sent him a tweet of that. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we've been telling you about on the other side of the Atlantic. You know, the British, the entire European Union seems rather diabolical. It almost seems like the Fourth Reich. We're not going to get into the whole EU constitution thing and who really runs the EU just yet, but maybe we'll give you a little teaser. So here's photo number 1, photo number 2, photo number 1, photo number 2. Which one do you like better? In any case, here's another little interesting side note from this speech. If we can just roll back a little bit, and you're going to see that Nancy Pelosi is following Macron everywhere. And just pay attention to her facial expression. She is not there. She is not well. I mean, just you know, she looks completely psychotic. Just losing her shit. I mean, it's, you know, and nobody really wants to talk to her. You see that as they were shaking hands real quick. It's just like, bye-bye. You know, people that we're forced to deal with in this world. But in any case, I mean, she just looks batshit crazy. See if we can play this again for you. But just pay attention to her face. Seemed rather striking. Just seemed like a complete lunatic, pretending to smile, trying to smile. And there's some serious malfunctions there with the Pelosi droid. We don't talk a whole lot about Pelosi anymore because everybody knows she's just crazy. In any case, coming back to the speech, let's see if we can play the speech again for you in case you missed it. We'll bring this back. But pay attention to the epic devil hand sign pose that our friends from the other side of the Atlantic just gave us. It's like they gave us all the big bird. And you know what's best about this speech, we're going to play the speech here in a second, but what's best about this speech and that Macron gave was how the whole Congress basically cheered. You know, it's like this is the speech they were waiting for. They gave him a standing ovation as soon as he started talking about liberal New World Order and the like. Let's listen to the speech again. If we can. Looks like the video guy's getting fired here. Hold on.
We would then inevitably and severely undermine the liberal order we built after World War II. All the powers with a stronger strategy and ambition will then fill the void we would leave empty. All the powers will not hesitate 1 second to advocate their own model to shape the 21st century world order.
World order.
Personally, if you ask me, I do not share the fascination for new strong powers, the abandonment of freedom, and the illusion of nationalism.
The illusion of nationalism. So watch all the Republicans stand up here. Okay, sell out. Why don't you applaud your sellout fucking Congress? Okay. Oh yeah, nationalism. Fuck it. We don't like it. No USA no more. Burn the flag. Burn the flag, bitches. Burn the flag.
Okay, as he's talking, this is what I tried to tell you guys about.
Let us put them aside. Write our own history and birth the future we want.
Boom.
It's not good. Put it that way.
We have to shape our common answers to the global threats that we are facing. The only option then is to strengthen our cooperation. We can build the 21st century world order. We would then inevitably and severely undermine the liberal order we built.
New world order, liberal order, and then all of these people cheer. They cheer it. They cheer it. That these members of Congress cheer it. They love it. Let's listen to them cheer again.
The void we would leave empty. All the powers will not hesitate 1 second to advocate their own model to shape the 21st century world order.
World order.
Personally, if you ask me, I do not share the fascination for new strong powers, the abandonment of freedom, and the illusion of nationalism.
How could you give a standing ovation to that? Okay, this is the speech they've been waiting for. This is the speech they've been waiting for. All these sellouts. They're like, yay! New world order, finally! Yay! Nationalism, boo! What is this? What is this? This is a travesty. This is a travesty. What a speech. What a speech. What a travesty. Now, that doesn't mean that, you know what this is? This reminds me of the show Lucifer on television, right? They try to sell him off as a nice old charming guy and all that stuff, and all the women are just, going crazy for him and all that stuff. I mean, what else would you expect, right? It reminds me also of like the Devil's Advocate and all that stuff. Basically that's it. This is it. This is like the devil in the flesh. That's what it looks like. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean what it doesn't mean. But I mean, it is rather perplexing. And I'm not sure if Trump got the memo. I don't know if he just got I don't know what he got. I don't know what's up with that. I can't explain it, folks. Maybe you guys can explain it. What is up with this? What is going on here? We're going to bring in Danny Ray from Righteous Defiance for some added input. Because I just don't want to go too far here. I just can't. I can't. I can only say so much about this situation. But let's see what Danny Ray has to say if we can ever get her on the phone. There we go. Danny Ray's live on Stranger Than Fiction News. So, what do you think of the liberal New World Order that our Congress is doing a standing ovation to?
I want to say Pepe Le Puke.
Okay, it was going to get a bit long. I'm going to end it here. But this is the NWO. This is the crap I'm trying to tell you guys about, and no one seems to be listening. So, hopefully this will wake you up. Peace out.